space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission, to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilization, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Hi and welcome back. Right, so starting work on the nacelles. As you can see, I've just got some milli put down around here. I won't touch it because it's still setting, but I've got that as straight as I can into this centre part. When it's dried, it needs sanding down, so that'll even it all out quite a lot. This one's still to do, obviously. I've removed the LEDs here and already removed the centre part, so my motor, when my clear epoxy arrives, should be 2 or 3 days time depending on the weather, but that'll go there, giving me a lot more playroom at this end to be able to stick the first of the domes to get my spinning effect. Right, so I'm going to get the rest of this milli put on. The other nacelle done at the same time, because there's 2 of them, it's easier to work on 2 at once. Sanded down and get back to you and see how that's looking. Right, so I've completely putted this one, reprimed it, sanded it down a little bit there, it's come off. I'm quite happy with it because I know there's a couple of imperfections, but I think I'm going to live with them because unless you're very close you can't actually see them. I've still got this one to sand down, or to finish sanding down and prime back up. But I'm quite happy with how this has come together, and it's giving me the effect I want. Obviously I've got to put a strip in inside still to hide the actual LEDs and make it blue, but I'm going to get this one finished, primed back up, base coat over all parts of the nacelle, and my strips fitted inside to actually make it blue. So I'll get that done and we'll get back to you. Right, so I've got the base coat all down over my nacelles, both sides. There's still a bit here where it's not, I've not managed to get it perfectly straight, but these will be going a darker colour, so when I mask it and it's blocked in, I'm hoping that it's just going to look right, especially when it's sealed up. I don't want to touch them because they're still drying. So I'm going to get these masked up and painted and see how they're looking. I just want to point out another error in the instructions of this kit, and it's for the painting. And it shows on the instructions these grills, in fact all the way along, just as being white. And this is down to the studio model. The right hand nacelle on the studio model, the inside you never saw on camera, so it is literally just a white piece they have across. But on the left hand nacelle, which you did see, it's all painted and it has all the other little bits that we're going to attach in. So don't follow these instructions for that white strip. It's completely inaccurate unless you're doing an exact replica of the studio model and do it for just the right hand nacelle. Right, so I'm going to get mine painted up correctly now. Okay. Right, so I've got these grills painted now. I think you'll agree it's a lot better than just a plain white strip across like the instructions told us. And it's neatened it all out. It's very hard to see them imperfections now, unless I put my magnifying glasses on, so I'm happy with that. So my next stage is to get the LEDs fitted behind and to blue it out. Put it on there. We can see that light comes through nicely now. I just need to make it blue. I was going to use just strips of white styrene painted blue on one side, but it doesn't come through bright enough, so I'm going to test with some clear styrene with clear blue paint over it, see if that helps. Probably do a few experiments, see if that works. If not, I'll try clear blue actually on the LEDs themselves. But that's where I'm up to next, so I'll get cracking with getting some electronics fitted and the effect looking how I want it. So I've got a bit of clear styrene that I've coloured in my clear blue. Put it over my LEDs. That is the effect I'm looking for. So I'm going to get the other three pieces cut. Cotton wool ball just pulled out, diffuses the light nicely. So the LED strip will go in this side. So I'll get all this put together, stuck down properly, and we'll have a look at how it looks. Right, so now I've got the clear parts coloured blue in place. I've got LED strips stuck in place on both with the LED for the end cap, which will just light up the very end of the dome. I've put one in place so you can see how that comes through. As you can see here, my grills on the nacelle are now lighting up blue for when it goes into warp mode. And when I switch it off, there's no sign of any LEDs or any blue behind there, which is exactly the effect I was looking for. And if I turn off my light over my modelling bench, it's black. Blue's always funny on cameras, but you can see how nice the blue is looking on this part. So I think for this episode, I'm going to call that it. A lot of work done, got an effect working. We've seen some lights for a change at the end of an episode, which is always good. Next time, we'll be back to, when I'm back, I'll be working on the buzzards, so LEDs and motors and the spinning buzzard effect, hopefully. But until then, thank you for watching. Keep trekking, keep modelling. Thank you. Bye-bye.